Now in this class, I'm going to cover about pointers and functions. How pointers will work out in functions. And especially in pointers, there is a topic called call by value and call by reference. In one of my video, I covered not only in video, in classroom also, I explained about the concept of call by value and call by reference. It's a very important topic, call by value and call by reference. To understanding on the subject, at the same time, as for the examination point of view, call by value, call by reference is very important question. Last year question paper also this question was given. That's why call by value, call by reference, we should understand the concept and we should prepare for forthcoming examination. Especially in pointers, we will see call by value, call by function, call by value, call by reference in functions in pointers. Look at here. Pointers and functions. Pointers and functions. We have seen that regular functions parameters are passed by value. So before going to the cover, already we have seen what is a pointer and also we covered what is a function. In our third unit, as for the syllabus, we covered the functions, and then in the last unit we also covered pointers. Now pointers and functions. We have seen the regular functions parameters are the pass by value. What is the pass by value? Pass by value is nothing but sending of the arguments or values. What it means? For example, I will tell you to understanding of this concept. Take your original certificates. Now you want to keep your original certificates at your home, and you want to use all the Xerox copies whenever you want. Then, if anything happened to your Xerox copies of certificates, it will not affect your original certificates. You can use this as your reference. That means nothing but as your originals, but it's not original, but you can get the same value. You get the same impression while you submitting this Xerox copies. But whatever it may happen to these Xerox copies, it will not affect to your originals. The same manner, whenever the function wants or anything want within the class, within the function, this pass by value will send the arguments, parameters, and if anything will happen on any changes, any modification, any manipulation happen, those sending parameters will not affect the original parameters. This is called pass by value. Pass by value. Next one is that it is called pass by reference. Now, the same manner, now you need a certificates because some of your manager asking your original certificates. You are unable to go there. Then you suggesting one of the office boy. There is a house. In that house, my certificates are there. And just to sending the one person to showing of address. And now that person will do anything to that certificates, what will happen? That certificates will be spoiled. Why? They are not Xerox copies, they are original certificates. Now, your approaching idea is different. Previously, you are just putting the originals inside and taking the Xerox and you are using that one. If anything happens, nothing will affect to the original ones. But now you are sending one person to take the original certificates. Anything happen to the certificates, automatically it will gone. It will affect the original certificates. So why I am giving this example? In pass by reference, when the function in the class needed the particular arguments or parameters within the function, what it will do? Simple, it will use the link of the original address. So when it gives the location of the address, then when any modification happened, when any changes happened, automatically the original parameters will be affected. Original parameters will be affected. So this is the concept, actual concept that tells about pass by value and pass by reference. And this concept is same in everywhere. So now we'll see the same concept, how it's work in pointers. Look at here. A formal parameter of a function is a local variable that will contain a copy of the arguments value passed. Will contain a copy of argument will be passed. I already told. Copy it will send. Original will be there. Okay, we will see in a program how it will work. And next one, change made to the local parameter variable do not affect the original argument passed in. Arguments or parameters are same. Any changes made that will not affect the original arguments. Simple. And second thing, a pointer type used as a function parameter type, then actual address is being sent into the function instead. Function instead, I want to read out for you once again. If a pointer type is used as a function, pointer type is used as a function. Here pointer type is used as a local variable. There's a difference. Above and here, pass by value and pass by reference. If the pointer used as a local variable, not at all a problem. It will not affect the originals one. The pointer used as a function, pointer used instead of the function, then function, when address pointers are passed into the functions, the function could affect the actual variable existing in the scope of the caller. In this case, we are not sending the function a data value. Instead, you are telling the function where to find the specific piece of data. Pointers and functions. Like a normal variables, pointer variables can pass as a function argument and function can return pointer as well. You can send the functions, we can send the objects, you can send the class, objects as the arguments, and functions as the arguments, variables as the arguments. So all things are possible using of the different concepts. There are two approaches to passing the arguments to functions. Passing the arguments to the functions. What is this? The sharing of data with data members. What are the functions? Functions are the member functions to do the task, to complete the work, to execute the program. We are designing and creating some functions to do some tasks. So functions are needed the data members, and that data members are required one function to another functions. In that case, you want to send the variables one function to another function for the access. That's why implementing the many concepts. So here, call by value, call by reference. So when you want to send the data members or when you want to send the passing the arguments to a function, there are two approaches. One is call by value and one is call by reference or call by address. So we will see one example here, call by value, especially in pointers. Already we covered in inheritance. Again, I want to do this thing in same manner explaining of the pointers concept. Here void function int int. Here declaring of the two arguments, integer arguments. Int main, two arguments are there here. Now int a 10, b 20. Int a 10, a equal 10, b equal 20. So over the two arguments are assigned by the values, the variables assigned by the values a and b. Now cout value before calling. Cout a, cout b. So a value will be printed, b value will be printed. Now function a comma b. Now function declaration, function a comma b with the argument, function declaration with the arguments. Already told the function declaration with the arguments. Is the function declaration with the arguments. Okay, function declaration with the arguments. Now count value after calling. Cout value after calling. Cout a, cout b is printing of the a comma b value. Now here two variables a and b. One is before calling and second one is after calling. That is call by value. One is before calling, other one is after calling. What is the value of a and b before calling? 10 and 20. What is the value of after calling? 11 and 22. 11 and 22. Statement 1 function a comma b. Statement 2 void fun in text comment. This is the function declaration and function definition and function calling. Function declaration, function definition, function calling. So we will see what is the output. Explaining of the program again. Simple. In function declaration, an arguments into two variables declared, two arguments, two parameters are there. And in main programming, assign the values for the parameters a equal 10, b equal 20. Now function. So what is that function? A comma b. So in calling up the a comma b, now void fun in function definition x equal to 11 and y equal to 22. In function calling, so after first before calling a value b value, after calling a value b value. We'll see the output here. Values before calling a value 10, b value 20. Okay, now function. Values after calling a value. Values after calling a value 10, b value 20. A value 10, b value 20. So here x equal to 11, y equal to 22. X equal to 11, y equal to 22. Now a equal to 10, b equal to 20. Values before calling 10, 20. Values after calling 10, 20. In this approach, the values are passed as the function arguments to the definition of the function. The definition of the function. Here, the values are passed to the, in this approach, values are passed as a function arguments, definition of a function. That's why I will explain the program. Look at it. In this previous example, statement 1 is passing the values of a and b to the calling function. Function will be receive the values a and b and put into the x and y respectively. X and y are values to type variables and are local, and changes made by the value type variable x and y will not affect the values of a and b. Now I will explain it. So now value before calling, values after calling are same. It's not changing the before calling, after calling. A value not become a 11, b value not become a 22. Even though x equal to 11, y equal to 22, these values are not affected to the, a and b value after calling. Why? Because here function as a local parameter. They are the local parameter within the program. So local parameter will not affect the original values. local parameters will not affect the original values. So I will explain with the figuratively. Look at the program here. Look at the figure. So 10 is stored. What is the variable? What is the variable name? A. Yeah. Name of the variable A. Name of the variable A. Location of the variable this one. Address of the variable this one. 48252 is the address of the variable A, and 10 is the value of A. Okay. Now look. B is the name of the variable. 24686 is the address of the variable, and 20 is the value of the variable B. Okay. At the same time, two more locations are there. One is X and second one is Y. In X and Y, what happened? Just pass the values 10 and 20 defaultly, but we are assigning the new values X 11 and Y equal 22. Now override it. So X become 11, Y become 22. When X become 11, Y become 22, but these will not affect the A and B values. A and B values. It's not affect the A and B values. It's not affect the A and B values. Why? Because local parameters. So in the previous example, statement 1 is passing the values of A and B calling function. Statement 1 is given. Statement 1 is passing the value A and B. The calling function will receive the values A and B and put into X and Y respectively. Okay. Now this function calling the A value, B value to here. Where to where? Here to here. Okay. Now this function putting the values in X and Y. Okay. First function calling the values from above A, B, and then receiving the values, and those values sending to the X and Y. That's why here X value, Y value previously 10 and 20. Now what happened? Put into X and Y respectively. X and Y are value type variables and are local to fun. Any changes made by value type variables X and Y will not affect in the values of A and B. X and Y, what they are? It's a local variable of the any changes made by value type variables X and Y will not affect the values of A and B. Simple telling. X and Y are value type variable and are local to function. Value type variable local to function. So this is called call by value. This is called call by approach. This is called call by approach because the actual parameters are not affected. Actual parameters are not affected. This is called call by value. Let's see the call by reference. Look at the example. Void int start. What is that? And it's the pointer variable. Okay. Int main A is equal 10, B is equal 20. Value same manner. Value of A and value of B before calling, and value of function ampersand A and percent B, address of the A comma B. Okay. Address reference variable here. Ampersand is called as a reference variable, and I understand my point. This ampersand is the reference variable. Okay, that's showing the address of these numbers. Not sending the values, just passing the address. So ampersand and ampersand B, statement 1. value after calling A and B. Now x star x and star y equal to x, 11 and 12. Statement 2. We will see. In star x and star y, pointer variable x and pointer variable y. In this approach, the reference address are passed as a function argument to the definition of the function. Here, it's not the local parameters, it is the address of the passed function, the arguments. Address, not the values, but address of the function, arguments to the definition of the function. Address are passed as a function. Address are passed as a function to the definition function. Previously, parameters are passed to the function to the definition. Now, address are passed as a function to the definition. Now, what happened? Look at here. So now, A value, B value before calling 10, 20. But after that, A value become 11, B value become 12. How? How they are 11 and become 12? So look at here figuratively, you understand. Okay. Now in x and y, previously simply sending the value from function, sending the value, represent the value x and y. F represents the value A and B value in x into x and y. Let's say x value become 10, y value become 20. Even though we are assigning the values 11 and 20, that will return, but it will not affect the actual parameters. But here, A value 10, B value 20 previously. Now function is calling. What is calling? Just sending the address as a function, reference as a function, then reference sending. Then reference sending, what is the reference? 48252. Reference is nothing but address. Now address is sending to the x and y. Address is sending to the x and y. Then what happened? In x and y, what values are there? We already know about that star operator, that indirection operator or difference operator. When you mention the star pointer, it means what? And it is the use the access or manipulation of the inside of the variable value. So here what happened? A pointer variable stores the address of the A and B. Now if you do the any effect here, you do the any changes here, it will affect the actual parameters. Now here 11 and 12. If you add the x equal 11, y equal 10, it will affect the actual parameters, that is 11 and 22. That's why calling value before calling A value 10, B value 20. After calling A value 11, B value 22. How is happened? Because of the here x and y storing the addresses of the A and B. Then anything change happen, that will affect the real or the actual parameters. Affect the actual parameters. So we'll see differences between the call by value and the call by reference and pointers. The actual arguments can be variable or constant. Actual arguments can be variable or constant. Call by reference. The actual arguments can only be variable. They would not be constant. The value of actual argument are sent to formal argument, which are normal variables. The reference actual argument sent to formal arguments, which are pointer variables. Here normal variables, here the pointer variables. Any changes made by formal arguments will not reflect actual parameters. Any changes made by the formal arguments will reflect to the actual parameters. It is a call by reference, it is a call by value. So I hope can you see one more example? Another example? Look at here. Understanding of this concept clearly. I want to show one more example to you. So what get number int star num. Okay, it is a pointer variable. So you have to enter the number. Enter the number Okay, now y square int star num is the another pointer variable. Int result equal to num star num star num. This function get input from user. Which function? The above function get the input from user. This function calculates square of the number. Calculate the square of the this number. Which number? This number will calculate the square of the which number? This number will calculate the square of the. This is get the input from the user. Main function. Int main, int number, calling get number function. Get number ampersand number, calling square function, square ampersand number. Enter number 25, square is 625. So I hope you understand this one. So what is this? Again I will explain. Here void get number is for what? From the user. Enter the number SIN pointer number. Okay, this function get the input from user. Again void square int star num, int result equal to num star num. Okay, cout square is, it gets the calculation of the square of the number. What the number you will enter above. For example, enter the number 3 here, then it will square 3 into square of the number. What is that? 3 into 3, 4, 9. You enter the 4, 4 into 4. Enter the 5, 5 into 5. Enter the 6, 6 into 6. So what the number you enter, that number will square in this function. Now calling function, now calling of the first int number, get number ampersand number. Get number ampersand number. What is the meaning of ampersand? Address of the number. And square ampersand number. Square ampersand number. Same square also getting the address of the number. Same. One is getting the address of the first number, again same address getting the square also. First get number also getting same address, and square also getting the same address. Okay, I'm getting the same address. Now what happened? I enter the 25, the same address you enter into the square. Now 25 become a 625. 25 become a 625. So now it become a square. What is the output? Look at the output here. Entry number 25, square is 625. Just imagine, enter the number 3, square is 9. Enter number 4, square is 16. Enter number 6, square is 36. So this is the logic that is happened here. So this is about the call by value and call by reference. Call by value and call by reference. In this lecture, I especially focusing on call by value and call by reference concept. This call by value, call by reference concept thoroughly will come in different object-oriented programming language in Java also and C also. Now C is not object-oriented programming language, but this concept also implemented in that. So what I am trying to say here, call by value, call by reference, understand with the proper content. At the same time, I hope you understand this one, because already I explained in my last class what is a call by value and call by reference. And again I explain, I got the chance to explain one more time in pointers also. So this concept coming again and again, that's why it's very, very important concept. You have to prepare for forthcoming examinations. If you have any doubt regarding of the call by value, call by reference, you can test me and you can call me, you can ping and WhatsApp also. I hope that this concept is clear to you. So prepare well and be confident for examinations. Thank you so much.